So Texas Republican is now proudly declaring himself a white nationalist. Now, what was basically considered to be, hey, why would you ever declare yourself a white nationalist? Because you know what they are, is now being openly embraced by members of the Republican Party. I'm not shocked. Are you shocked? Now, the Texas Observer reported on Tuesday that a man named Ray Myers had taken to social media and wrote, quote, "Damn right, I'm a white nationalist and very proud of it." Well, hey, look, at least he's being honest about it, I guess. He says, quote, "I'm Anglo and very proud of it, just like black people and brown people are proud of their race. I am a patriot. I am very proud of my country." And white nationalists, he continues, all that means is America first. That's exactly what it means. Yeah, no, that's not what that means. Like, where do I start? For one, white nationalism, no, that's not America first. That's not what it means. I mean, sure, I guess in a way you want part of America to be first. That's white America. You want white America to be first. Well, let's be honest. Or else you wouldn't say white nationalist. If you're America first, at least you could say, well, I'm a nationalist. Not, but you had to throw in white there. Weird. No, not weird. So here's the thing, right? About people being proud of their race. For one, like, if you were proud of being white, I gotta question why. Why? Like, what is so special about being born white? Other than, of course, I guess the privilege, but that's a privilege that was conferred on us by our place in society as the majority, as the people who have traditionally ruled the country. But being white itself, being born white itself, is not anything actually special. It's like being born tall. Now, should I get credit for that? Should I get special privileges for being tall? No, I didn't do anything to become tall. I was born that way. And in actuality, I'm not tall. So, but it's just how you come out. And I don't understand how you can be proud of that. And let's get one thing straight. Black people aren't saying that we're specifically proud of being our specific skin color. No, what they're saying is that we are proud to have been able to survive in a country where we were brought in against our own will. We were stolen from our country. We were stolen from Africa and brought here to be slaves. We are proud that we survived all of that, fought for our rights, and they still don't have all the rights. They still have a long way to go to equality with white people, us white people, right? So, look, the thing is that their pride is about holding on to who they are through all of that adversity and surviving. It's not about your skin color. It's not about your skin color. White pride makes no sense. It does not compute. Okay? Look, if you want to be proud of being just a German descent or Irish descent or whatever, okay, at least that makes sense because those specific nationalities brought their own specific things into the country that you can be proud of. That makes sense, right? But here's the thing. Being proud of just your skin color doesn't make sense. So saying that you're proud of being white to me, when you say, "Oh, I'm proud of being white," what I translate that into is you're just glad that you weren't born black. That you think that you're superior to other people. That doesn't make sense to me. Now, this guy continues. He says, quote, "That's where the president's at," because the president, of course, called himself a nationalist as well. "Oh, I'm a nationalist. I'm not a globalist. I'm a nationalist." Again, what I hear is he's glad that he is a white nationalist. He said, quote, "That's where I'm at. And that's where every solid patriotic American is." Well, I got news for you, man. Wow. Really? He also adds in, it doesn't have anything to do with race or anything else. In fact, he goes on to compare himself to Black Lives Matter. He says, quote, "We're all in the same melting pot. Now, why can't we say as Anglos that we're proud? Well, I don't know if you realize this, but we're actually the majority of the melting pot. So it just doesn't make sense when you're a majority that hasn't actually been, oppressed in the past in this country, is now saying, "Oh no, we're proud of being what? What did we go through? We didn't go through systemic oppression. We didn't go through things like Jim Crow. We didn't go through things like segregation. We weren't the recipient of lynchings and hangings. We didn't survive all of that. So what is there to be proud about? Again, if you want to be proud of being Irish, you want to be proud of being, German, you want to be proud of being, British descendant, etc., that's perfectly fine. But when it comes to just being proud about your skin color, no, it doesn't make any sense to me. That's just the way that you're born. And I've never had this desire to feel pride about just my skin color. I would actually rather feel more pride about my personal accomplishments more than anything else. I mean, look, to me, I'm human above all else. Okay? Then I'm an American, right? So on and so forth. And so I feel like there are things that I've actually done that I can be proud of. I don't know if this guy has any accomplishments that he can be proud of other than just being born a specific skin color. So the question is this guy super ignorant or is he racist? Because look, sometimes you run into people who just don't know, right? Who have all this privilege and they don't understand. Okay, well, and maybe once you explain that what they're saying is racist or they're offensive, they go, oh man, I didn't realize that. And they stop doing it. Of course there are people out there like that, right? Well, luckily, this guy's been involved in politics for a very, very long time. He even wrote the Texas GOP platform. And what he puts into policy, what he espouses as policy, actually does help to understand basically what he stands for, whether or not he's racist or just ignorant. So let's look at that. Now, the 2018 Texas platform includes a push for several new objectives. And again, this guy wrote this, so this is what he believes. So one of the policies is on voting ballots. He wants English and only English on voting ballots. So no Spanish, no anything like that. Just English only. Okay. He also does not support the refugee resettlement program. Wants to get rid of it. Abolish. Gone. Huh. And finally, wants a, quote, reasonable use of profiling to defeat radical Islamic terrorists. Kind of speaks for itself. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.